Hi, this is a video about actual gameplay tips instead of where to find loot at the beginning of the game. So let's go. First, let's talk essentials, decrafting. Essentially, you're just going to want to go over to the crafting menu and then put whatever you want to decraft in one of the slots under the manual recipe menu. I take it you can do any slot, but I do the first just because, it's whatever. I don't know why, but this was like a loading screen tip, so that's a big reason why I missed it. So it's good to put that out there for future reference. If you have anything you want to scrap down, if you have any spares also, you could scrap it down here to see what happens. So yeah, decrafting, pretty important. A big one I hear a lot is everyone keeps on dying. Do not underestimate traps as they can make combat significantly easier. Disregarding that though, it's still important to understand how the combat itself works. Essentially, your heavy is decided by your previous light. So for example, let's say I do a light heavy, and he swipes to the side. So then you do a light heavy, and evasive slash to the other side. Experiment with your weapons before going into combat, as they may have different tidbits that'll vary. For example, I'm pretty sure the one-handed sword can just swing until he's out of stamina. If you're like me, and you are a Dark Souls nut, I highly advise the Adventurer's Backpack. It only has a capacity of 35, but the difference is that you'll be able to roll pretty efficiently, regardless of having it on, so you'll never have to drop the bag itself. The best tip I can give for combat itself is to start strong and play defensively. Right here, by start strong, I mean, I fucking shoot this deer. Just moving and your shield will probably be your more direct lines of defenses in most fights, whereas your rolls will be used for emergencies. Basically, just pivot around the enemy until they commit and then punish them for it. You can tell I've been practicing with this weapon I'm using because I know when to use the evasive attacks to actually avoid being punished, even though he's swinging at me. Admittedly, I do get a bit over-aggressive, which is why I lose about half my health, but it's totally doable to not get hit fighting these mobs. A side note, I don't have any footage of it right now, but I'm pretty sure our character is the standard for NPCs as well, meaning when they learn a skill, they have the same cooldowns as we do. So you can cooldown count bandits that use spells like magic and special attacks, because once they use it, there's a cooldown, which means you can go in on them. Oh! I'm a furry!
Alright, let's get back to the road.
Oh, this game is amazing!